Welcome to Spindle and Spoon Homestead, your place for simple living and hand spinning. Be sure to check out my blog, spindleandspoonhomestead.com. I have an online store full of fiber art supplies as well as finished objects for gifts or for yourself. My blog has recipes, tutorials, fiber art, and homestead stuff. I'm a hand spinner in Louisiana. I raise Angora rabbits, and I also grow natural dyes as well as food in my garden and make a lot of things from scratch, both food and crafts. But before I got into natural dyes, Angora rabbits, fiber art, hand spinning, and all of that, I learned how to sew at a very young age. So this is one of my sewing videos. My previous video was about making these historic stays, so be sure to check that one out too. But this one is all about Sew Liberated patterns and all the things that I've made with them. Hey everybody, I wanted to share some of my Sew Liberated makes that I've done over the years. I've been a fan of Sew Liberated's patterns for many years. I remember checking out her sewing book from the library way back, probably 15 years ago. I don't know. But I've followed her this whole time. And I just love her patterns. I feel like they're designed with people like me in mind. And so I've been really happy with them. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I have sewn with Sew Liberated patterns. Right, first is my outfit that I'm wearing. I wear this all the time. I reach for it like first thing out of the wash. And honestly, it's getting kind of worn, this top. This is the matcha top, or matcha, like matcha tea, and it has this collar with this little like fun shaped neckline that is really nice. I think I did make the neckline a little bit higher, but it's really easy because it just has this center front seam, so I just sewed it up a little bit more. But it's got gathers along here just a little bit, so it's got this nice loose front that's still really flattering, and you can also tuck it in to something that's high-waisted, and I think that looks really cute too. So it's tucked in, it's got these 3/4 length sleeves, and the back has I can't remember now, it doesn't have a yoke, but it has the gathers along the collar. So that's the matcha or matcha top. I don't actually know how to pronounce that word, guys. So this one I made out of cotton double gauze. It's the same fabric as those swaddle blankets for babies, the double gauze blankets. And you can buy double gauze at like Joann's.com, I think, or different fabric shops. Usually they have like baby prints. So I just got some that was plain. And then I dipped it in my indigo vat. I like crumpled it up and just dipped it quickly, so it has this sort of tie-dye look. And so that's my top. And then my pants are the Aeronite pants. These are the Aeronite pants. They have an elastic cuff at the bottom and elastic waistband. And they have these huge pockets. And they have a seam down the front, center front-ish, I guess. Not center front, but center front of each leg. And the same down the back. And they are at your natural waist. And I think they look really good with blouses tucked in, or you can also leave it untucked. The pockets, like I said, are huge. I love the pockets. This is one of my favorite things to wear to fiber festivals or craft shows, because I can put all of my phone with my credit card reader and business cards and change and stuff in these big pockets. So, and these are really comfortable in the summer. I made these out of a linen fabric. It's more of a heavyweight linen fabric, so it's really durable. I also made a pair once out of some rayon challis fabric, and so they were more like slinky. And they're really cool, but the original pattern was just a little too short for me. So I got rid of those pants. But the brown ones, I lengthened it overall and they fit me a lot better. All right, next we will do this one. This is the Studio Tunic. And I'm just gonna put this right on. This is meant to be worn over things. It's kind of like a pinafore or an apron. A lot of her Sew Liberated's patterns are meant to be layered together, so they work really well like that. There we go. So it's got like really deep armholes, so you can even layer this over a sweater or a sweatshirt. So this is the Studio Tunic. I made mine out of raw silk that I naturally dyed. It's extremely comfortable. It's got these huge pockets here and also a second pocket here that has a little pen section as well. The cool thing about the Studio Tunic is that it teaches you how to do really nice seam finishing techniques. So all the seams inside are different types of seam finishes. So it's super durable. It doesn't unravel when you wash it. And this is meant to be like something that you wear in your art studio, and you can just put it on to protect your clothing and then take it off at the end of the day. And I made mine out of a slightly less durable fabric, this raw silk, but it's still not terrible. But if I were gonna make it again, I would probably make it out of some heavier weight linen or like even a canvas. So this is more like just a fashion studio tunic, not a practical studio tunic, but it's fine. And I'm gonna do a whole video about this, making this, because I just made this like last week. So that's the Studio Tunic. Next is the Hinterland dress. This is probably my favorite pattern. I've made it 4 times. One of the dresses I made has completely worn out. I wore it that much. And the other one I made for my sister, so I don't have it. But here's the other 2. This one I made with a modified V neckline and some buttons that are just on the bodice part. They're not in the skirt part. And it's made out of linen that I naturally dyed. And this one is made out of raw silk. And it doesn't have any buttons. And it's got the round neckline. So with the hinterland dress, you get a lot of options for variations, like long sleeve, short sleeve, no sleeves, different necklines, different buttons down the front. And there's even a whole course that you can take about how to modify this pattern. I haven't taken the course personally, I just modify it on my own. But it also has pockets, and it just ties at the waist. And I'm gonna go ahead and try this one on. Okay, so here's the dress on. It's got pockets. I went ahead and put it on under the Aeronite pants, and I think that's pretty cute. It could be like an option for extra warmth. The bodice is pretty simple. It has just 2 darts on the side and no darts in the back, but you just tie the waistbands so that it fits you however you would like it to. You don't have to have the waistbands on, you could leave them off. And you can make it a maxi dress if you want, or you can make it shorter. Mine's just below the knee. I do like the raw silk. I think raw silk is really nice for these kind of flowy dresses. It's kind of like linen, but a little bit less crisp, so it's more drapey. And this one I also dipped in indigo. So this is one of my favorite dresses. I wear it all the time, and I think it has a couple stains on it, so I need to either treat those or maybe dye it again. So that's the hinterland dress. So speaking of maxi dresses, this is the Stasia dress. It is a knit dress that you can make as a maxi dress or shorter, or even a t-shirt. And I'm gonna go ahead and try these on. I think I'll do the velvet because you can see the seams a little better. All right, here's the Stasia dress. So I made this one out of stretch velvet, and this dress has a very fitted bodice, and it comes to a point in the waist, which makes it a little more flattering, and it really is good at smoothing out any kind of lumpiness right here. I've had 4 kids, and so there's definitely some of that going on, but this dress is really flattering. It just kind of skims over that because it's fitted up to right here, and then it just flows out. You can do different sleeve lengths for the Stasia dress. I also modified the neckline to be higher because it's a very low scoop neck originally, both in the front and the back. So it's not as low as in the pattern, but it's easy to modify. And I put pockets in mine, but I don't think they're in there originally because this dress, honestly, it looks better without the pockets because it's kind of, maybe it's because it's the knit fabric, you can kind of see the pockets a little too much, I feel like, but it's all right. I like pockets. I made this for my brother-in-law's wedding, just as a, family, in the wedding family. And so it's kind of formal-ish, but very, very comfortable and easy to make. And yeah, the other one I made is this. This is a much thinner, more slinky bamboo, I think. Bamboo knit. Very, very stretchy. And you can see the point in the front. And this one's just more casual. It's fun to wear for a big statement that's super comfortable and kind of casual still. It's also, because it's so fitted on top, it's really great for layering. You could layer a hinterland dress or a studio tunic, or sometimes I layer a sweater over it, or lots of options. Jackets, ponchos, shawls. It's really great for layering up here on top. So that's the Stasia dress. There's 2 more patterns that I have made, but I don't have them anymore. I made a couple of strata tops. It's a really simple, it doesn't have sleeves, but it goes over the shoulder into a short sleeve, and it has a high-low hem. It's just a really simple top, and I need to try and make that one again because it's so easy, but I always found it like riding backwards up, like the neckline would ride up and the back would be all weird. And I think if I modify it so the back is a little longer, that might help. So I want to try that again because it does look really cute layered over the hinterland dress and other things too. And you can also tuck it into the Aeronite pants or anything high-waisted, and it's just like a basic blouse. So I need to try the strata top again. The other one I have sewn and don't have anymore is the lichen duster, and I absolutely loved my lichen duster. The lichen duster is a high-low hem, or you can optionally not make it high-low, duster. So it's like a long flowy jacket that has a shawl collar, and once again, amazing pockets. I made mine out of a dark blue indigo dyed linen, but the type of linen I had picked, somehow through the dyeing and washing process, it had suddenly become really it attracted dog hair and lint so bad that it was impossible to keep clean. So I put it on my scrap pile. If I could find it again, I was just looking for it and I can't find it, but if I find it again, I might try using some fabric softener on it, because I think that might help, but I usually don't have fabric softener because I don't use it. But something happened with the fabric to make it like a total lint trap. But it was amazing. It looks so good layered over the hinterland dress, or just like jeans and a t-shirt. It makes your outfit look more dramatic, and it's really cool. It does have a lot more pattern pieces, so it's one of her more challenging patterns, and just the construction's a little more challenging, but I'm definitely gonna make another one. So it was just really fun to wear. I think I'm going to make one out of this linen, but I need to decide. I got this at the thrift store, and there's definitely enough of it, so I might make a lichen duster out of this linen. I'm also planning to sew another hinterland dress out of this berry colored linen. This is our old duvet cover. I guess it's a linen and cotton blend, but it'd be perfect for a hinterland dress. A pattern I haven't done yet, but I'm planning to do with this brown, really sturdy linen, is to make the Arthur pants. And the Arthur pants are a kind of wide-legged trouser kind of pants. And I've been wanting to make them for a long time, so I've got this brown linen. I'm also planning to make the metamorphic dress. This is a reversible dress that on one side it has one color fabric and a high-low hem with the other side peeking under it. And then on the reverse side, it's that underlayer that's just one solid color. So I've got two, I dyed these. They used to be white striped rayon, but now I've got a gray one and a blue one. So I think I'm gonna make a metamorphic dress out of this stack here. So I've got lots to sew. I don't know when I'm gonna get that done, but I am hopefully gonna get these done this year, and I will definitely share what I do make. Sew Liberated is just one of my favorite pattern designers, and I wanted to share that. I did not get any kind of commission or anything. They didn't ask me to make this video. I wanted to share things that I have made, and almost all of them are from Sew Liberated. So that's the story behind this video. So if you are interested in sewing clothing, I highly recommend Sew Liberated. The patterns are, the instructions are really good, and if the instructions aren't clear enough, the blog will usually have very detailed photographs of how to make whatever your thing is. They also have sewing video classes, which I haven't personally taken, but I'm sure they're amazing. They also have a wardrobe building class, which I would really love to take, but I haven't done it. And I'm sure it's amazing too. Every time I get like marketing emails about it, I'm like, yes, I want to take this, but I haven't come up with the money to do that. So that's my little plug for Sew Liberated, and just sharing some of the things that I've sewn. Thanks for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe. I'm hoping to have a lot of sewing content coming up, along with the usual from scratch recipes and homestead happenings. And of course hand spinning and all the other fiber arts. So be sure you follow along and let me know in the comments if you have made any Sew Liberated patterns, if you like them, or if you have a link to share of pictures or a video of your Sew Liberated projects. And thanks for watching, and I will see you later.